Tourmaline, the rainbow gemstone that outsold sapphires. You've probably seen sapphires in royal rings and high-end boutiques. But what if I told you there's a gemstone so stunning, so colorful, and yet so often misunderstood that it's quietly outselling sapphire on the global market? It doesn't just come in blue, it comes in every color of the rainbow. And hidden in ordinary-looking rocks, it often goes unnoticed by the untrained eye. That gem is tourmaline. And it's not just one stone, it's a family of treasures that have been hiding in plain sight for centuries. This is the true story of the gemstone that outshines, outcolors, and sometimes even outprices sapphire. To understand why tourmaline is shaking up the gemstone world, we need to start with one simple truth. Color sells. And tourmaline? It's the only major gemstone that appears naturally in nearly every hue imaginable. Pink, red, green, blue, yellow, purple, and even black. Some stones even contain multiple colors in a single crystal, like nature's gradient chart frozen in time. In fact, one particular variety, Paraíba tourmaline, with its neon electric blues and greens, has sold for over $16,000 per carat, rivaling the finest sapphires. But here's the twist. Unlike sapphire, tourmaline is far more likely to be discovered by everyday people. In riverbeds, in gravel pits, in mine tailings, or hiding in granite pegmatite, a rock that looks utterly plain until you crack it open and see a flash of pink or green glimmering inside. Tourmaline doesn't form just anywhere. It's a product of pressure, heat, and just the right mix of elements. The best places to find it? Ancient pegmatite veins, volcanic zones, and metamorphic belts. Locations like Brazil, Afghanistan, the US, particularly California and Maine, Nigeria and Mozambique are hotspots. But don't expect it to shout. Rough tourmaline is rarely pretty at first glance. Often it's covered in black crust, wedged in ugly rocks, or confused for plain quartz. Only a careful eye can spot the deep ridges, the subtle crystal terminations, or that unusual prismatic structure that hints, I'm something rare. The key? Look for parallel striations running along the sides. Tourmaline crystals often grow long and slender, with vertical grooves that shimmer when light catches them. Let's ask the real question. Why is tourmaline gaining ground on sapphire? First, diversity. While sapphire is prized mostly for its royal blue hues, tourmaline offers a palette that appeals to a broader market, from collectors seeking rare neon varieties to couples choosing bi-colored engagement stones. Second, affordability and availability. Mid-range tourmaline is accessible, making it a go-to for designers who want color and brilliance without a five-figure price tag. Meanwhile, high-end collectors still chase the rarest Paraíba and rubellite tourmalines for their investment value. And third, trend cycles. As fashion leans toward custom, colorful, and individual expression, tourmaline's multicolor charm fits perfectly into the modern gemstone renaissance. What makes tourmaline so magical? Chemistry. Tourmaline is a complex borosilicate mineral, often infused with iron, lithium, manganese, or copper, which gives it its rich variety of colors. It's also pyroelectric and piezoelectric, meaning it can generate electrical charge when heated or compressed. Yes, you heard that right. Tourmaline can hold a charge like a battery. That's why it's even used in certain high-tech applications beyond jewelry. But even more fascinating is its pleochroism, the ability to show different colors when viewed from different angles. A green tourmaline might look deep forest green from one side and emerald or yellowish from another. It's like wearing several gems in one. So how do you identify tourmaline in the wild or in your rock collection? Here are a few professional hints. Shape. Tourmaline grows in long, vertically striated prismatic crystals, often terminated in a triangular or blunt end. Color zoning. Many specimens show sharp boundaries between different colors, especially watermelon tourmaline, which fades from pink to green. But not all tourmalines are created equal. Some are rarer than diamonds. Some were stolen from royal vaults. And one variety glows with a neon fire so intense, it changed the gemstone market forever. This isn't just a gemstone, it's a revolution in color. Let's begin where the gemstone world was set ablaze. In 1989, deep in the Brazilian state of Paraíba, miners struck something no one had ever seen before. A tourmaline so electrifyingly blue, it seemed to glow from within, almost like a tropical ocean trapped in crystal. This was no ordinary gem. It was Paraíba tourmaline, infused with copper and manganese, giving it that unforgettable neon brilliance. Collectors went wild. Jewelry houses rewrote their catalogs, and prices, they skyrocketed. To this day, Paraíba tourmaline remains one of the most valuable colored gemstones in the world, often fetching over $20,000 per carat, especially when vivid and clean. But the mine that birthed it is almost dry, which only adds to its rarity. Tourmaline isn't new. In fact, some of the world's oldest known tourmaline artifacts trace back to ancient Sri Lanka and Egypt. Pharaohs once wore green tourmaline amulets, believing they traveled along a rainbow as they emerged from Earth's depths. The name tourmaline itself comes from the Sinhalese word tourmaline, meaning mixed gems, because traders kept mistaking it for sapphires, emeralds, and rubies. One legend even claims Napoleon gave Josephine a pink tourmaline as a symbol of eternal love, believing it held protective and heart-healing powers. Through the 1800s, American deposits in Maine and California made tourmaline a favorite among local jewelers. But global recognition? That came much later, with Paraíba acting as the turning point. Today, collectors hunt tourmaline not just for color, but for character. Watermelon tourmaline, green on the outside, pink in the middle, sliced by nature like candy. Rubellite, a rich crimson-pink tourmaline often confused with ruby. Indicolite, deep blue shades prized by elite designers. Chrome tourmaline, vivid green, rivaling emerald. The variety makes collecting tourmaline feel like collecting artwork. Each piece tells a different story, shaped by the minerals it grew with, the pressure it endured, and the millions of years it took to form. And unlike diamonds or sapphires, where the perfect stone looks nearly the same, tourmaline rewards uniqueness. A color shift, a strange zoning pattern, or an odd inclusion might increase its value, not decrease it. Beyond beauty, tourmaline has captured imaginations for its mystical and metaphysical properties. Many believe different colors channel different energies. Black tourmaline is said to deflect negative energy and electromagnetic radiation. Green tourmaline is linked to vitality and nature. Pink tourmaline resonates with compassion and emotional healing. Blue tourmaline, or indicolite, is believed to boost communication and intuition. Whether or not you believe in crystal healing, one thing is certain. Tourmaline's symbolic power has only added to its growing demand. And with celebrities, designers, and influencers showcasing rare bicolored rings and pendants, younger generations are shifting away from traditional diamonds toward this vibrant, versatile gem. So how can you increase your chances of finding natural tourmaline in the field? Here are field-proven clues. Check pegmatite outcrops. Look for coarse-grained granite rock with large crystal pockets. Examine river gravels downstream from known deposits, especially in Brazil, Nigeria, and the US. Identify prismatic shapes with striated sides. Even a weathered dark crystal might be gem-grade tourmaline inside. Above all, don't discard ugly rocks too fast. Many tourmalines are surrounded by mica, feldspar, or quartz that hide their true colors until carefully cleaned. Some of the world's most valuable tourmalines were found by accident, mistaken for common minerals until the sunlight revealed something far more magical. So let's return to the ultimate question. Why is tourmaline considered by many to have overtaken sapphires in influence? Color diversity. Tourmaline offers what sapphires can't: multicolor, bicolor, and neon tones straight from nature. Accessibility. Collectors and jewelers can enter the tourmaline market at various price points without sacrificing beauty. Investment potential. Paraíba and rare rubellites have proven themselves at auctions, some setting records. Cultural shift. Modern jewelry trends prioritize uniqueness over tradition, and tourmaline is tailor-made for that mindset. This isn't to say sapphires are fading, but rather tourmaline is rising. A gemstone once overlooked has become the secret weapon of designers, the obsession of collectors, and the symbol of gemstone evolution in the 21st century. So the next time you spot a strange green shimmer in granite, or hold a crystal with vertical grooves and unexpected colors, look again. It might not be quartz, it might not be sapphire, it might just be tourmaline, nature's most surprising gemstone, hiding in plain sight, waiting for you to discover it. And when you do, you'll understand why it's not just a gem. It's a revolution of color,